It is now time for Dirty on the 30. On the phone is the one and only Perez Hilton. What up?
Good morning. Happy Monday, Nick Cannon. Now, let's just get right to it. This past weekend, Mariah Carey was in Brazil. She performed a concert on Saturday night, and there was a lot of speculation.
You've been plotting and planning this for like a month, too. You've been asking me these questions like, when are we going to see her, these pictures, and all of this crap.
I've been talking to some hardcore lambs, and there were theories as to why Mariah, until these past couple of days, had been in hiding, pretty much. Basically, she was. There had been no photos of her for well over a month and a half or 2 months.
So because the paparazzi didn't catch her, she's supposed to be in hiding. Okay, I'm rolling with that. Let's hear these theories.
Well, one of the hardcore lambs who had a very good theory was, well, Mariah does this. He said that Mariah does this every once in a while. She'll be gone from public sight for like 2-3 months, and then just works out a lot and gets in really good shape. And then she shows up again looking amazing.
She has done that.
And then she showed up this past weekend, and she looked a little heavier. That's accurate to say. Right?
I'll give you that.
So Mariah showed up in Brazil this past weekend looking a little bit, well, I would say a lot heavier, because that's me.
Well, it's come from one heavy person to, you know about being heavy, so
I know about
you have a good gauge of heaviness.
But she also looked a lot happy. She was glowing.
She does look very happy.
She was glowing, and some people are speculating that in these one specific photos from Saturday night in her concert, we could clearly see that she was especially large in the midsection. And now we'll move on.
Hey, and I like that, Perez, because I like the fact that at least for one of the first times, I feel like you're being respectful to the situation. And like I said, I've said it before and time again, when my wife feels like talking about whatever she wants to talk about, you will hear it directly from her.
There's no denying anything if it were to happen.
Honestly, and I've said this before, Perez, and I say this to you so you could tell whoever else you got to tell. We all know that it's extremely personal, and it is for a woman to deal with things with her body, and especially when dealing with the idea of childbirth and all of that stuff. That's a personal thing, and we know that we're public figures, and that's something, but that's something that is something you want to keep near and dear and as close to you possibly can until you're 100% sure in any situation, because there's women who are not even famous, women who have nothing to do with being a celebrity, but it's a thing. You're not supposed to tell people about if you're pregnant, if you're not pregnant. It's a certain time limit that you're supposed to wait before you actually can officially say that you are and all that stuff. So you got to take all of those things into factor, and it gets really heightened when you're one of the most famous people in the world, because you don't want to mislead anybody.
Let me ask you a question. Maybe you haven't been asked this. So if and when it were to happen,
right?
This is kind of, who cares really? I was going to say, are we going to see baby pictures? Are you going to do like a deal with a magazine to like get the photos out there and that kind of thing?
It depends. What's the high, because the highest right now is like Brad Pitt and Angelina got $20 million for theirs, right?
But they donate their money to charity.
Yeah, right. Charity my ass. The charity of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I don't know. We haven't really thought about that, but obviously, you know, that all of that stuff comes into factor because by any means, nobody wants to whore out their child. All of the speculation of us not saying anything makes people want it even more. So if you start like trying to hide it and stuff, that's when it gets dangerous, when the paparazzi, you know, I've already crashed into like 2 or 3 paparazzis in like the last 4 months. So.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah, so we got to make sure that we strategically plan it out properly so it doesn't become some media hoopla when the timing is right, Perez.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I'm glad we got that out the way. All right, Perez, well, it was nice talking to you.
You too. Have a good one.